It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Minnesota Vikings. Coming up next.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at US Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Minnesota Vikings. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL? I think it's safe to say he's put all of us in our place and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads. Everything in between. He's an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare for. And when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player each and every time he takes the field.
The name Viking fans know well. It's the brother of Dalvin, James Cook. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Allen. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Throwing now is Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. From the 46, here's a 2nd down and 4. To the air, Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Allen going to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
You know, in the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jonathan Greener running in to pick up the sack.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. They go play action here on first down. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 27. Looking to throw. McCarthy. That is caught by Thielen. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 27 yards. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Point after here coming up. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. KJ Hamler returning it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now Allen. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it. You do go.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play here for Buffalo. And even 60 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Davis is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. As they've got it as we resume action. Cook. We'll get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? Third and goal. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. Again, it's Cook. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would.
That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw...
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown! Jordan Addison, 47 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you could toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. They begin with a run by Davis. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Allen now on first down, setting up the screen for Cook. Now he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Now Allen again. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Now the Bills will hustle to the line. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Allen to throw it. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Bass is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Sheds off the tackle. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing on first down. McCarthy flushed out right. Looks running. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Operating from the gun, McCarthy, and that is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Now he's flushed out right, and he'll find Thielen on the right side. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. So they say he went out of bounds, came back in, then touched the football.
Can't be the first guy to touch it when you come back in bounds. That's why the penalty goes against him. Have to know where you are on the field.
To throw on third down, McCarthy. A check down here to Jones. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And his kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bills offense now for one final time in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Cook. Well, time is of the essence. We breeze through halftime and we are ready for the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bills shaking up on the play. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
55 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
I can say this from experience, especially from a defensive back's perspective. There's not many things more terrifying than a toss sweep or a pitch play and all that beef out in front of the runner.
Yeah, I heard coach say 3 words on those plays, toss or pitch. Set the edge, heard him over and over.
A lot of times they roll the edge, and when they do that, that's why you can go for a long way.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Able to get away. And his throw here is incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Getting the ball is Cook, running left. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On the return is Powell. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Holding offense.
And they'll accept that penalty. In motion right is Addison. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Down the right sideline. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big play there for Minnesota. 47 yards on the ground. You talk about catching a defense off guard. They were not expecting jet sweep at all there.
Well, he was 10 yards downfield before the defense even knew what hit him. So a really good play call against a defense that was set up for them to gain big yardage. And how about how they executed the handoff there? That means they spent some time with the wide receivers taking handoffs from the quarterbacks.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
He'll find Thielen, work in the middle. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 30 yards. Back to throw. McCarthy. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down. Allen now looks to throw. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And Knox is going to have a Bills first down as the tackle made at the 22. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. On first down, Allen. Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir. Now inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir, 78 yards. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain.
Holding. Offense.
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Hamler now on the return. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And that's going to be incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
On second down, here's Allen. Able to shake him off. He's going to lose 19 on the play, and it's going to be 3rd down and forever. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. The Bills on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be third and forever. To throw, it's Allen. Shakir holds it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. Cook up the gut. Nice move. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. They run it again with Cook. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. This one into the hands of Thielen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Again, he'll drop to throw. This to C.J. Ham, the fullback. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Vikings 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
There's a give to Jones running left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll come up now on 2nd down. They'll go again to Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here we go, 1st and goal. Jones. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches.
Looking to throw. McCarthy escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
And his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
This taken in at the goal line.
Allen and the Bills now.
Down 27-24, 56 seconds to go.
How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
Here's Allen. Finding Samuel. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. To throw is Allen. Pass complete, Samuel.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Allen's throw there complete to Hamler.
And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
They're going right back to Hamler.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line.
Allen. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Certainly would have liked to get some yardage out of that play, but now you got to put this in the hands of your field goal kicker, see if he can get you to overtime. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And his kick here is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away.
And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly...
So the Vikings going to get the first chance to possess the football as we are back underway here in overtime. Nwangu now from his end zone.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over.
I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles, because my palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go to the third drive of overtime. And as we know from here on out, any points win this football game.
I'll throw you a towel as well, partner. I've got one for myself, but let's face it, our nerves, our pressure, nothing compared to what's going on that field. Both of the field goal kickers active here early. Can one of them become the hero and end this thing?
And he's got room. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
118 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Being chased out left. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like... ways they got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now he's forced out right. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag.
Intentional grounding, offense.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
That grounding call could very well doom this drive. We'll see. They'll try again here, 3rd and goal. That is caught by Thielen. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And this one is right through, and they have regained the lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone, because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Allen. That's complete. It's Cook. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
That is caught. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
And when they took the field for this drive, they meant business. They knew a field goal would keep the game going, but a touchdown would end it here in overtime. And that nearly did it right there. What a play to put them in position to win this ball game.
Throwing is Allen. Another catch for Valdez-Scantling. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts, maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. They'll set your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try to get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Steps away to his left. Has his man, it's Shakir. So the completion good for just 3. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Allen. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And another timeout called by the Vikings now. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially keep this game alive at OT. And he got it. It's good. They answer with a field goal of their own to send this game into sudden death. Well, this one certainly has not lacked for intrigue. And let's keep playing. What do you say?
I'm loving what we're seeing here. This is a heck of a game. And now, guess what? A kicker may decide it again, and the next one that does it wins it.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Off the bootleg. McCarthy rolling to his right. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 32-yard line. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. To throw on 2nd down, McCarthy. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 21. A good pickup there, 26 yards. inside give to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
127 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Again, it's Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now the Bills will take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he has the first down as he's able to reach the ball forward and get past the line to gain. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Gregory Rousseau picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Even though they were stopped before the first down marker, well-executed run there by the offense.
It certainly was, and the best part about it, it opens up other plays, especially the play-action passing game. Because if you can sell the run, that brings the linebackers up, and you can throw over the top of them and in front of the safeties.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. And he got it. The kick is good. And they have won it here in double overtime.
Well, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.